Man, there's a lot going on in dentistry. Every thread you read, there's so much stuff going on, and it's so complicated. It's hard to keep it all straight. But here's another one. Let's read this one. This Dentaltown thread is on solving the hygiene shortage. It's a massive, multi-perspective debate over the economics, ethics, and logistics of addressing the shortage of dental hygienists. Here's a distilled summary of this thread and a few others, so don't get triggered. Just take it all in. Hygienists are in short supply and commanding high wages and large sign-on bonuses, while dental schools pump out debt-saddled dentists with stagnant wages. Dental schools prioritize dentists for tuition revenue, but ignore hygiene programs because they're less profitable. Some argue tuition should double to incentivize schools to expand hygiene training. Most dentists reject this, warning it would backfire by raising RDHs' financial expectations and making the shortage worse. Many dentists advocate shortening hygiene training to 3 to 6 months or pushing cleanings to EFDAs or even dentists themselves, especially in Dr. Rick Kushner Comfort Dental offices and other mean and lean like high volume models. Others argue this would lower the standard of care and erode the preventive health role of hygienists. The comparison is made to dental therapists and mid-level providers in underserved areas. Some hygienists say this undermines their licensing and professional identity. There's growing tensions. DSOs are adapting fast by hiring dentists to do hygiene and offering clever sign-on bonus structures. Solo PPO practices say they're getting squeezed, unable to raise fees, but forced to pay inflated RDH wages. Many are going out of network or doing their own hygiene. Dentists note hygienists don't seem to value long-term jobs, loyalty, or teamwork and leave early in their careers. Others counter that dentistry itself has shifted into a profit-first model and hygienists are responding rationally to market incentives. About 1 in 6 dentists in the U.S. report dropping out of at least some insurance networks, and roughly a quarter of general dentists do not participate in PPO plans at all. Delta Dental's Premier Network covers about 3/4 of dentists nationwide, while its PPO network includes closer to half. That means many dentists are technically out of network for certain plans, even if they accept others. There isn't solid data showing whether older or younger dentists are more likely to be out of network, though it's reasonable to assume younger dentists often rely on network participation to build patient flow, while more established dentists may feel freer to drop restricted plans. Similarly, there isn't clear evidence that rural dentists are more or less likely to be out of network either, though rural areas generally have fewer providers and lower insurance participation overall, and that's often cited by DSOs of why they don't go rural. Dentists who stay out of network usually do so to preserve autonomy, reduce administration hassles, and set their own fees. The trade-off is more billing complexity for patients and the risk of lower patient volume compared to in-network peers. Ultimately, being out of network represents a minority position, but it's one that's been growing slowly as more dentists react to reimbursement pressures and contractual limits from insurance like Delta Dental, and especially since the post-COVID inflation when COVID knocked off all the supply chains around the world. Ultimately, the discussion exposes deep fractures between organized dentistry, RDHs, DSOs, and insurance company. Many agree that the root cause is low insurance reimbursement for hygiene services, and until that's fixed, everyone is just rearranging deck chairs, whether through legislation, on-the-job training, or new practice models. This challenge appears to be most acute in the United States, where the economics of dental insurance and hygiene reimbursements have fueled the shortage debate. By contrast, just up north, Canada doesn't seem to be experiencing the same level of tension or disruption around dental hygiene staffing. So solving the hygiene shortage. Wow, what a unbelievable complex issue. And I hope we solve it because I'm old school. I mean, in the United States, all hygienists, they all work for a dentist. In fact, it's not even legal for independent hygienists to practice in their own office, except in Colorado, and I believe there's only like 6 of them that do that. So in my world, all the hygienists, if they didn't get along or like their dentist and agree with his diagnosing or wouldn't let them do dentistry on themselves or their kids or their family, they would get another job. And usually when you meet a hygienist that works from 25 to 65, they've usually worked at the most offices, in my experience, they've worked for like maybe 4 different dentists for 10 years each. And hell, that's longer than the average marriage in the United States if it fails. So I've always seen, it's kind of like politics. It's like they can say all these things about all the dentists, but their dentist is fine. Dentists say all these things about hygienists, but their hygienist is fine. That's the 80-20. So social media is weird where they can take that fringe element, that 20%, where there's all the drama and all the issues and all that, and blow it up to make everybody think that's how it is for all dentist hygiene relationships, and that's just not true. But until then, I'll see you tomorrow.